Browns at the 41-yard line. A return of 16 yards. Marvin Cobb was the man chasing him. So the Cleveland Browns will go to work as we open the third with Brian Sipe at quarterback. He has thrown the touchdown pass to Calvin Hill. That was a 73-yard drive in 10 plays. He scored from 2 yards out. That was a 77-yard drive in 5 plays.
Right now for the Cleveland Browns, they're in excellent field position because of the short kick and the return. 41-yard line. That's excellent field position for the Cleveland Browns.
We'll set the cast. Greg Pruitt and Mike Wood, the running back. Reggie Rucker, Dave Logan, wide receivers. Ozzie Newsome, the tight end. Offensive line is Deacon, Shepard, DeLeon, Delamalier, and Reiser. 41-yard line. Cleveland in their own territory. Sipe, far side, pass complete. First down, Dave Logan. Just inside the Minnesota 45.
And they take up right where they leave off. The Cleveland Browns are talking about putting that ball in the air, doing the thing that they feel that they can do best. That's throwing the football. They've got a great deal of confidence in their passing game.
A gain of 15 yards.
First and 10 for the Browns.
Okay, why not? 21 degrees. First down. After Mike Pruitt. Pruitt will lose a yard on the play. It'll be second 11. Fred McNeil and Bobby Bryant make the tackle.
That was an outlet man that he threw to. He was looking downfield. No one was open. Mike Pruitt just took off to the sideline, turned around and faced the quarterback. The problem with that pass was it was low and behind him. He had to wait for the ball and then get turned around after he caught it to get downfield. The ball should have been thrown toward the line of scrimmage and he might have picked up some yardage on the play.
Defensive line now. Mulaney, Roller, Sutherland, and Holloway with Blair, Studwell, and McNeil, the linebackers. Turner, Hannon, Knopf, and Bryant in the secondary. Draw. Mike Pruitt. 40-yard line. He has 5. So it'll be third down and 6 as the middle linebacker, Scott Studwell, makes the tackle.
It's not really that cold, believe me. Or is it, sitting down?
It's cold, but the wind is not blowing, and that makes a big difference.
Some of the people said, hey, it's almost like springtime up here today for Minnesota at this time of the year. Calvin Hill into the lineup in the backfield. He scored a touchdown from a pass from Brian Sipe. He comes in. This is his specialty. The situation, third down in about 5 or 6. You'll see Calvin Hill in the game.
The Vikings with 6 men in the secondary. Five on the pattern. Far side, tight end, Ozzie Newsome through his hands. Incomplete. It'll be fourth down and 6 at the 40. Matt Blair, the linebacker, had the coverage.
They had 3 Cleveland Browns in that area. One short, one in the middle, and the one in the middle was 82 Newsome, and then a man deep. But that was a well-thrown ball. The ball should have been caught. It went right through his hands.
So Johnny Evans will be kicking. He has not had a punt block this year. Keith Nord and Terry LaCourte, and of course the man, number 31, Eddie Payton. 3 deep on the punt. They expect him to go for the sideline. They're trying to take it away from him. And that's what he does.
And very, very well.
Excellent kick. It will be down around the 2-yard line. A kick of 38 yards with no return. So the Vikings will have the ball at their own 2. 13:01 left to go in the third.
You're going to take a look at this football. He just hits it end over end, but for Cleveland, it's a funny bounce, but it's a very good bounce. Number 80 is Adams. He's in excellent position to drop it on the 2-yard line.
We've got a timeout. We'll be back.
Showgirls of the MGM Grand for Color Track by RCA.
Do my flesh tones look right to you?
Are my feathers green?
Is my gown purple?
If these colors don't look right to you, you should know about Color Track from RCA. It locks in all the colors, including flesh tones. Getting the color right is what Color Track is all about.
Before you see the color track system grabs it, aligns it, defines it, sharpens it, tones it, and locks the color on track.
RCA is making television better and better.
Has Saturday night lost its magic?
Boy, you girls sure are cute.
And I don't eat meat because I'm a veterinarian.
Oh, boy. Hello?
You know what I'm talking about.
Not a clue.
Honey, you look finer in a new set of snow tires.
You know, you just might want to stay home with HBO Saturday nights. A never-before-seen on HBO movie every Saturday night, 52 Saturday nights a year. Guaranteed. So what are you going to do this Saturday night?
I don't get it.
College basketball is off to a flying start as America's most exciting premier point guard Isaiah Thomas and the Hoosiers of Indiana take on the North Carolina Tar Heels Saturday on NBC.
Last week against Tampa Bay, the Vikings trailed at halftime 10-0. Kramer passed for 201 yards in the second half. They pulled it out and they won it 21-10. He's got to do the same thing again. This time it's Ahmad Rashad with Matthews and Burrell for the Cleveland Browns. 12-yard line, first down.
You're absolutely right about getting things going for the Minnesota Vikings. 98 yards to go, which is a tall duty, a tall task for the Minnesota Vikings to do. They're going to have to do it through the air.
Ahmad Rashad, who just caught the pass when we were talking to him before the ball game, wanted us to be sure to say hello to his dad in the hospital in Tacoma. As you know, in the automobile accident, along with his sister and niece who are out of the hospital, wishes his dad well. And boy, Ahmad is playing well today, I'll tell you that. Brown, the ball carrier, with Marshall Harris and Henry Bradley making the stop. 16-yard line, gain of 4. It'll be second down and 6.
The linebacking core of the Cleveland Browns have really been doing a fine job. Number 59 is Charlie Hall, the outside left linebacker. He's been playing very well. And then Ricky Young just goes right by him. Hall makes a hit on the running back, doesn't bring him down, but definitely slows him up. His teammates came along and finished off the job. Charlie Hall has been having a fine year this year for the Cleveland Browns. Here it is. Kansas City is leading Pittsburgh 10-7 in the third quarter. It is snowing very hard in Pittsburgh. The field is covered with ice.
And remember, both the Chiefs and the Steelers still have a long shot to make the playoffs. Sammy White pulls it in, 40-yard line, 24 yards. Ron Bolton makes the tackle, and the Vikings have an offense moving.
We said they had to do it through the air, and that was really an excellent throw by Tommy Kramer, faking the ball on the play-action pass. Has good protection, enabling White to move his way across the middle. Watch this throw, because Bolton is all over it. Perfect throw. White comes up with a catch. Bolton does trip him up, but it's a 24-yard gain for Minnesota. And remember, they started on the 2-yard line.
Sammy White and Ahmad Rashad are the wide receivers. Joe Sintzer now the tight end. He and Bob Tucker alternating. Ricky Young is the ball carrier. Ted Brown is the other running back. Dick Ambrose makes the tackle. That offensive line has Riley, Boyd, Swilly, Hamilton, and Yeri. The defense showing now the 3-4 with Harris, Bradley, and Alzado. The linebackers are Hall, Cower, Ambrose, and Matthews. In the secondary, Bolton, Scott, Darden, and Burrell.
Cleveland Browns defensively.
Second and 7. Kramer goes deep. He will rule it, I believe, as an incomplete pass. Never had possession. They'll bring it back.
Come on, it's it. Damn it, he's not that good. 8 yards, that's good. Come on, gang. Damn it. Don't open up that hole. Dig them mothers. Stick it down her ear.
Good call by the official. And we point that out because they've had a rocky season this year, but that was an excellent call. LeCount is in as the wide receiver. Third down and 7 from the shotgun. It is high, but it is thrown down by Ricky Young, and it's a first down.
They try to put some heat on Kramer by blitzing a linebacker. That last time, the linebacker was Clay Matthews, 57. You see right here. He's in a two-point position, but he's going after the quarterback. But the lineman is there to greet him, This is one of the reasons the shotgun, I think, is good in a passing situation because he's already set up.
Kramer has completed 22 of 28, and he completes one more. He's now over the 200-yard mark. Once again, it is Ahmad Rashad with Clinton Burrell there for the defense. It's the first down at the 31, a gain of 13.
Minnesota, as we said, they're a team that'll go coaxing along, and all of a sudden they explode, and they're doing it right now, starting on the 2-yard line, on the arm of this young man,
And for Rashad, that is his 6th reception for 65 yards. 9:05 left to go in the third. Pressure screen. Sits to the tight end. Has it. First down. He can score. Does he go in? Yes, he does. From 31 yards out. Ricky Young with the block. And for Joe Simpson, that is his 5th touchdown of the year. That was a 98-yard drive in 8 plays. An extra point attempt now for Rick Ganmeyer, who has missed only one this year. No good. He misses it.
Hit the upright. Bounced out of there. That was I have to tell you, that's a big 1 point, considering the fact that Cleveland missed an extra point. That was a great drive by Minnesota, though. They took it 98 yards for a touchdown.
Let's go back to the touchdown that covered 31 yards.
Here it is. Alzado putting the heat on. The ball does get to Joe Sensor, number 81, the tight end. Good blocking by Minnesota. Excellent block right there by Brett Boyd, 62. It's into the end zone for a big, important score for Minnesota.
The margin has been cut to 7 points.
Well, here we are. Welcome to the Jan Cave. It's just like my own little shrine to the Vikings, you know? I'm so proud of it. Skull Vikes! Come on in. Oh, right here. Look at that. This is an actual ball from the 67 Purple People Eaters. Pricey. Signed by Stefan Diggs. Get it? Piece of turf from the old Met Stadium. Looks good, huh? Oh, it's not for you. Oh, this is my winning Viking scratch game. Really helped out the Jan Cave. And that is my Jared Allen diorama. Kinda cool, huh? One of a kind, actually. Oh!
Cramp!
Athletes. Take 5, Jared.
Play the new Viking scratch games from the Minnesota Lottery, and you could win up to $100,000 and more.
Jared!
Be right there.
Stadium in Foxborough, the Patriots have scored again in their game against the Bills. Matt Cavanaugh from 13 yards out to Andy Johnson in the arms of Isaiah Robertson, but rolling in for the touch. The Pats now lead 21-0 in the third. Let's go back to Charlie and Lenny.
Thank you, Brian. An upset in the making there. Ganmeyer kicking off to either Keith Wright or Dino Hall. It'll be Dino Hall at the 15-yard line. Dino to the 25, 27. Has 12 yards on the return, and Cleveland will move on offense.
We're talking about playoff possibilities. You just mentioned the 20 Bryant did, the 21-0 New England ahead of Buffalo. It's going to throw that wild card situation up in the air in that division also.
It certainly does.
Kansas City is leading Pittsburgh.
They are still long shot possibilities. Steelers still a possibility. Houston, of course, battling with Cleveland for the lead in the AFC Central. On the 27-yard line, their own territory. Tight pass, it's complete. Greg Pruitt. 31-yard line has 4 yards. Matt Blair with a tackle. It'll be second down and 6. And it was Mike Mullaney that was putting the pressure on.
Yes, it was. And Sipe had no choice but to get rid of that ball in a hurry. Number 77, Mark Mullaney, took an inside rush. It was in hot pursuit of number 17, Brian Sipe.
You were talking about the Kansas City Chiefs. What about this? It is now Kansas City 13 and Pittsburgh 7. The Steelers lose and they're out of the playoff picture. 7 men in the secondary for the Vikings. Second down and 6.
You saw Brian Sipe yelling. He may be checking off. This crowd is coming alive right now. It's tough for the receivers to hear the cadence.
And the flag is down. Pass to Pruitt is incomplete. But the flag was dropped where the blocking for Brian Sipe was taking place and the holding to give him a little more time.
Now,
they caught it.
What about old Mo?
Old momentum?
Yes, he seems to be turning around this second half. Minnesota Vikings, they are that type of a team that'll go along and they don't get out of a ball game. They didn't play that well in the first half, but they weren't out of the football game. 98-yard scoring drive. They're very much in it right now.
Offense number 73. Holding on Doug Deacon. By the way, in the 35-year history of the Browns, he is only the third offensive left tackle. Lou Groza and Dick Shafrat preceded him. And well, Deacon has been there for 10 years. Second down and 16.
Could be intercepted.
How about that play? How about it? You're going to run for a touchdown, huh? Who, me?
Hannon had perfect coverage.
Yes, but Logan did a good thing. He made sure that Hannon didn't come up with the football. Sipe is throwing it. He's throwing it right in the direction of the safety man, number 45, Hannon.
And notice right there, stop it, left hand of Tommy Hannon. He is playing with a cast. He has a broken bone in that left hand.
Well, he's got gloves on both hands, Charlie. It's hard to see.
But there's a cast under one of them. Sipe with time, goes deep. Defender fell down. Ricky Feature, the captain of the specialty team. Out of bounds at the 48-yard line of Minnesota. First down.
He was all alone out there.
One of the defenders fell. I believe it was John Turner that slipped. And then Bobby Bryant came over.
Bobby Bryant is still arguing with the officials over there. See, right there, he fell down, leaving Feature all alone on the sideline. Well, that was a big first down for the Cleveland Browns.
A gain of 29 yards for Ricky Feature. That is only his 8th reception of the season. Logan has come in and Feature comes out.
Look at here, Cincinnati leading Chicago 14-0 in the second period. Remember, Chicago put 61 points on the board against Green Bay last week.
And also remember that Cleveland plays at Cincinnati next week. Now, file this away. If Cleveland loses today, they can still win the Central Division, regardless of what Houston does, if they defeat Cincinnati at Cincinnati next week. Pass is complete far side to Mike Pruitt, and he slips at the 44, 43-yard line. It'll go for 5, 2nd and 5. John Turner was there for the Vikings.
Yeah, John Turner looked like he hurt himself on that play. He's leaving the ball game right now, being replaced by 43, Nate Wright. But he took a pretty good shot, but he slipped as he was going to make the tackle on Mike Pruitt. Might have hurt his shoulder.
Second down and 5. How about that? And Cleveland is a throwing ball club. Greg Pruitt out of bounds, and he's got the first down. Being chased by Kurt Knopf and Matt Blair.
Pruitt still has that quickness, doesn't he?
And he's getting it back. You know, he had the leg operation after about 9 or 10 games last week. I think it's more confidence than anything else.
Well, I think the last couple of years he's been handicapped because of various injuries. And the beginning of the year he was unable to play, but he's playing now and playing very, very well.
He comes out. Cleo Miller comes in. First down, 37-yard line. Browns down in front, 13-6. As the Vikings on their opening drive of the second half with 98 yards. Here's Mike Pruitt. First down. 21-yard line, has 16. Tommy Hannon with the tackle.
Big hole on that play by the offensive line of the Cleveland Browns, giving the ball to number 43, Mike Pruitt. As you can see the blocking up front, Joe DeLamielleure doing a good job. Dom DeLeon doing a good job. Into the secondary, and good hard running, a 16-yard gain for Mike Pruitt. You can see 34 yards on the day.
Dave Roller replacing Doug Sutherland at defensive tackle. First down, Viking 21-yard line. Just over 6 minutes left to go. We're in the third. Into the end zone. It is incomplete. Vikings claiming that they have the interception. Ozzie Newsome, the intended receiver. Mark Mullaney was putting the pressure on.
Taking a look right now, he's intended for Newsome. 45 is the safety man. And it looks like he's in, Charlie, unless he doesn't have possession of the football. Both feet are in. Take a look right here.
But he has to have possession.
That is
complete control to do any act ordinary to the game of football. Oh, that's a close call. Close call. Sight now has completed 17 of 26. Pruitt, right side, out of bounds. Now let's go back to that possible interception. Another angle.
45 is Tommy Hannon, the safety man. Intended for 82, Newsome. Ball is popped around.
No. Good call by the official.
All right, that's 2 in a row they've done, Charlie. Yes,
his
sir.
shoulder touched the ground out of bounds before possession.
He did not have possession.
Boy.
That is the name of the game right there. Did not have possession right there. But I'm sure Tommy Hannon is going to argue that point, and he did.
Ben Dreiscrew is having a good afternoon, as is our director, John Gonzalez. Way to go, John. Oh, Gonzo is doing the magic. He'll be at the Orange Bowl, by the way, along with our producer, Mike White. Third down.
Blitz is on.
Pass is dropped. Calvin Hill dropped it. It was third down and 4.
He was open. The pass was thrown very low and behind him. The blitz was on, meant man-to-man coverage out in the flat on Calvin Hill. Matt Blair, 59, was covering him, but the ball was thrown low and behind Calvin Hill. That's one of the problems of not playing, because you get cold. Your hands are cold, as you can see on the sidelines by Calvin Hill. You can see right here. Low, but that pass for Calvin Hill should have been caught.
32-yard field goal attempt by Cockroft. He's been in a slump. He's only hit 3 of his last 9, and he's missed an extra point. Those are just statistics. He hits from 32 yards away. It is now Cleveland 16 and Minnesota 6. We'll be back with the kickoff in a moment.
I used to run through airports. Now I fly through them. With new Hertz #1 Express service, I fly non-stop from my plane to my car without stopping at the counter. If you ask for #1 Express when you make your reservation, your Ford or other fine car and contract will be waiting at the #1 Express booth. Once again, Hertz puts you in the driver's seat faster than anybody else.
Business has discovered a whole new problem.
Oh my.
The flood of information.
Help.
How do you use information instead of being inundated by it? You get the Xerox 860 Information Processor. It helps you manage words and numbers. And if you plug it into the Xerox information outlet, the 860 can share huge amounts of information with other office machines through the Ethernet network, giving every organization what it needs most: better organization.
This is Bryant Gumbel in New York at Three River Stadium in Pittsburgh. The Chiefs are enjoying a 13-point third quarter. Nick Lowry making good on a field goal from 50 yards out. The Chiefs are up 16-7. If the Steelers lose, they're mathematically eliminated from the playoff picture. Let's go back to Minnesota and Charlie Jones.
Thank you, Brian. And like Bum Phillips, it won't seem like the playoffs if the Steelers aren't in it.
How are they going to kick the door down? They're not even behind.
They're not on the other side. Cockcroft kicking off. Taken by one of the upbacks. That's Bob Brewer, who's a tight end.
Looked like he didn't know what to do with the ball once he caught it.
The ball was a wounded duck on the kickoff. It was just, Bud Grant took a second look. He's liable to take a shotgun out and fire at it. Carl Weathers made the tackle. All right, Minnesota has the ball just outside their own 31-yard line. So officially, it's marked as the 32, and they have it a first down.
Last time they had the football, they went 98 yards for a score.
And 81 yards to the 98 were through the air.
They're going to put it in the air again, Charlie.
Kramer scrambles. Good scrambler. Now head for the sideline. That's it. Get out. Get all you can and get out.
He motioned with his arm a couple times and froze those linebackers. He didn't have anybody open. He was looking for Bob Tucker, the tight end, out there near the sideline, but he was well covered. Good play by Tommy Kramer.
And I tell you, Charlie Hall and Ron Bolton were looking for him on his sideline, too.
Taking a look at Tommy Kramer, number 9. Now, he wants to go right now. Nobody's open. He's going to make a move right there. That froze the linebacker. Now he's going to get what he can get and get out. He just should learn to keep on moving. Even though you hit that white line, that doesn't mean the defensive men are going to stop.
Gain of 5, 2nd and 5. Oliver Davis has replaced Burrell at defensive right corner for the Browns.
Kamara go. Look at Kamara past the 50 and racing down the sideline.
Thank you.
is out at the 50-yard line. 13 yards, first down with Wes Hamilton as the convoy. Clarence Scott was chasing him.
You know, when a quarterback hands off, his job isn't over because he has to carry out fakes when you rely on play action passes. Now he gives the ball. Now he continues. See, like he has the ball, he wants to hold the linebacker and the defensive end on that side so they don't get involved in the pursuit and the tackle.
And you just need to hold it for one step.
That's right, just to get their attention. Now, after you do that, you take a look and see where they are. If they don't respect that fake, then later on,
little bootleg, right?
That's what Brian Sipe scored on.
Kramer has pressure throws, and the pass is complete. A gain of 5 to the 45. Going again to Ricky Young out of the backfield with Oliver Davis making the tackle. Robert L. Jackson was putting the pressure on as we pause briefly for station identification. This is the NBC Television Network.
WKYC TV, Cleveland, television home of the Browns.
This is Charlie Jones, Lynn Dawson with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Cleveland 16, Minnesota 6. The margin is 10. And remember, the winner of this game will be in the playoffs. Ted Brown. He'll get 2, maybe 3 yards, and that'll be all as Clay Matthews was there.
What do you call a peanut with a black eye? A salted. Like a salted peanut? You didn't need to explain it to me. I got it once you said it. I just want to make sure you got it.
He's not, I don't know. He's not too happy with the outcome. But they're in a situation now, 3rd and 3, where they need to pick up a first down.
Ted Brown goes out, and he is limping. The rookie, Doug Pascal, replaces him as a running back. 3rd and 3. 4 receivers on the pattern. It's there. First down. 31-yard line. Sammy White, Ron Bolton, and Oliver Davis had the coverage, but Sammy White was alone.
He was all alone. You know, there's been a lot of slipping out there on the field this afternoon by both teams. I like the composure of Tommy Kramer. I haven't seen him perform so far this year, and he is cool back there. He's behind. He knows he has to throw the football, but he's not getting rattled.
He played his collegiate ball at Rice. He's in his 4th year, #1 draft choice in '77, but only his 2nd year as a starter. 56% passer coming into the game. Ricky Young, 25-yard line, a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd down 4. Dick Ambrose makes the tackle.
He had both Rashad on that side and Young, and what he did, he had Rashad going to the sideline, Young hooking up, and he just read the defense. Whichever way they went, he went the opposite way. They were covering Rashad, so he went to that man, number 34, Ricky Young.
And for Ricky Young, his 9th reception for 72 yards. A couple of defensive changes now. Bill Cowher in at linebacker. Elvis Franks in at defensive end as Jackson and Harris come out. 2nd and 4, 2:40, time remaining, 3rd quarter. Vikings trail by 10. Into the corner, incomplete, flag is down. Oliver Davis had the coverage, and we could have face guarded.
You know, I said earlier they've been hitting Rashad on those out patterns and in close. He was going to pump and go deep. That's what he did. He pumped right there, told him to go deep, and he's going deep to Ahmad Rashad. And hits Oliver Davis right in the back.
Defensive penalty. It's an automatic first down. They'll mark it at the 20. Let's listen.
Illegal contact, number 21. That's a 5-yard penalty and a first down.
Illegal contact is not face guard.
Well, what happened was he ran that out move and he started up, and Oliver Davis knew he was going to be beaten, so he grabbed it, which was a good move on his part. Otherwise, it's 6 points for Minnesota.
Saves a touchdown.
That's right. Take the 5 yards.
Oliver Davis has replaced Burrell at right corner. Ted Brown is back in. Remember a moment ago, he went limping off the field. 20-yard line of the Browns. Fake of the draw. A little play action. Over the middle. Joseph to the tight end. Has it at the 10-yard line. pulls him down.
Clarence Scott was all over him, but that was an excellent throw by Tommy Kramer going to his big tight end. Number 81 is Joe Sensor. Ground level, looking right there. Look at that throw. Right where it's supposed to be, right on the numbers. A fine reception and a first down for the Minnesota.
No, they're going to say second and about a foot.
That's even better.
Sensor going out, 5 receptions, 67 yards. He, by the way, was an outstanding college basketball center. His field goal percentage was almost 70%, which broke Lou Alcindor, now Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record at UCLA in the collegiate rank. First down, Ricky Young, a couple of yards. Now go back to what you said. Second and a foot was better than a first down.
Well, that's right. They got 2 downs, and they could pick up perhaps, 4 or 5 or 6 yards on that second down situation. They had a free down. They could do whatever they want.
Right.
They could throw a play-action pass or try to get into the end zone in a hurry, knowing that Cleveland is going to be getting in a short yardage situation.
So it is first and goal just outside the 8, rather than, in reality, what would have been first and goal at the 10. So what you're talking about, they now have a 2-yard advantage. Brown is the remaining back. And he carries, going inside to the 6-yard line. Charlie Hall with a tackle. It'll be second down and goal to go. Now, remember the Vikings trail by 10. So right now, if you want to consider a tie and possible overtime, they need a touchdown and a field goal. So they could, if they do not go in the next 2, we'll take the field goal right here.
Yes, I would say that Bud Grant would do that.
Second down and goal at the 6.
Cowher comes in. Jackson goes down in the defense. Second down, goal to go. 6-yard line.
Damn, I gotta beat this guy.
That Elvis Franks, number 94, that got it? We're not sure.
How much you weigh, big dude? 85. Man, you're a good athlete, man. You're a good athlete.
Me up and then try to beat me later.
No, man.
Plenty of time. That ball should have been gone if he were open.
Oops. 94, that is Elvis Franks, the man we were talking about. The rookie from Morgan State.
Here we're taking another look. Let's make it, is that 94?
Let's make it 91, Henry Bradley.
Right.
6-yard line, third down, goal to go. It's there. No! LeClerc cannot hold on to it. I thought he had it. He was open by a step. The pass was high, and a flag is dropped on the play. Now, that was third down, remember.
Remember, we were talking about possession of the football when the defensive safety man, Tommy Hannon, thought that he had it in the end zone. There was another situation right there. I don't know what the penalty is. We'll find out in just a minute.
And as soon as we know, we'll let you know. In fact, we'll all listen to Ben Drive. All right, now Ben's explained it to both teams. Here we go.
No penalty! No penalty!
Thank you, Ben.
All right, here's the last play. Tommy Kramer going to number 80, Terry LeCount. The ball is high. He has it in his hands. He is hit, and he was stripped of the ball by Oliver Davis, number 21. I think once again, Charles, we're going to have to say an excellent call by the officials.
Yes, they really have had a good day. Rick Danmeyer is in. 14-yard line. An attempt of 24 yards. He is 0 for 2. High snap. It is good from 24 yards away. So the Vikings pull within 7 with 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. We'll be back.
We're Exxon. We're Jim Sessom, finding better ways to get electricity from sunlight. We're John Willis at a promising oil find in Alaska. We're Dr. John Sinfelt, whose work on new catalysts won him the National Medal of Science. We're Illinois coal miners providing fuel for Midwest power plants. We're Cindy Tate, helping bring a $350 million oil platform into production. We're more than 100,000 people working on energy. We're Exxon.
Hey, George? Yeah? Borrow one of your sticky notes? Yeah. Come on in. You know, I'm just gonna write it on my hand.